did Microsoft just announce the new Xbox? Well, let's get into it. Alright everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the next generation of Xbox. Now, who saw that coming? Now on stage, Phil Spencer said that they are deep into architecture of the next Xbox platforms, plural. Now I'm not going to read the article, and I'm not going to just post paragraphs of stuff. I just want to give my thoughts on what I think next gen is, when it'll be, how much it'll be, and what it'll be. I think the next generation Xbox will not come out in 2019. I think that is slightly unrealistic, but at the same time, I think that they have to go at the same time or just before Sony. Now, next gen. Do we have the whole talk of 8K? People have tagged me in conversations a lot that they think that next gen is 8K. People have to step back from that way of thinking. Next gen isn't going to be the focus of 4K or resolution, in my opinion. Next generation, we will have a lot more 60 frames per second games, but I think people need to step back from the whole frames per second and resolution for games and where we should go forward, because you can do a lot more in games than just frames and resolution. So what am I talking about? Well, with the advancement of CPU technology, we can do a lot more now. Now, if you watch something like a Pixar movie or a CGI movie, the lighting in those films look really good for one reason: ray tracing. Ray tracing makes lighting in video games and just rendered images look better, look more realistic. Now, to do that in real time requires a lot of horsepower. Now, with these engines being more optimized for ray tracing, obviously for next gen, games are going to look better beyond the whole resolution and frame rate thing. We're going to have better lighting, better physics models, better AI. That's what people have to look forward to next gen. Think about this. When you play a game and you're fighting dozens of enemies and you kill them all, chances are that in that game, a lot of those bodies actually disappear. Well, what if that didn't happen? But what if that didn't happen as well as there being far more enemies on screen? What if you have a game like GTA or a similar game like it where there's more buildings with interiors? What if there's more games with destruction? Now, yes, the whole cloud power destruction thing will be a thing, but again, you still need powerful hardware to do part of the processing. And also, when people keep talking resolution for next gen, I honestly don't think 60 frames per second is suited for all games. I honestly believe that. I don't play Gears of War in 60 frames per second mode. And plus, I don't like third-person games at that frame rate. But next generation will be more about how games look beyond resolution, beyond frame rate, what happens in those games, the AI in those games. Imagine playing a game like Dead Rising where there's even more enemies on screen. Thousands of enemies. Tens of thousands of enemies. Hundreds of thousands of enemies. The limits are beyond resolution and frame rate next gen. Now, I honestly think that next generation will have a slightly more powerful GPU, but will have something like a customized Ryzen. And they have to keep that price down somehow. That's why I don't think it will be 2019. It just seems slightly unrealistic. Form factor. Look, the Xbox One X is one powerful beast. But the thing is, it's actually small. And it's well built. But if you pick up that thing, it's heavy. It's got a massive copper heatsink inside. Now, I honestly believe that next generation we could probably have a box that's probably the same size. Maybe slightly taller. Who knows? But here's the thing we have to talk about next gen. Is that they acknowledged it at E3. But they also acknowledged multiple consoles. So what does that mean? Well, I don't think they're going to be coming out at launch with more than one type of unit. I think that they will be working on the next upgraded platform. So, like, think akin to the Xbox One X, because times are changing, technology's getting better faster, and look, last generation lasted too long. The Xbox One X is a fantastic beast of a console, but here's the thing about it. The X isn't a necessary console. You don't have to buy it. Next gen, however, developers can do more. And that will be a console people will probably be more likely to jump on board. Because look, the X isn't for everyone. I'm aware of that. And I have the thing. It's a fantastic console. It's the best gaming hardware I've ever purchased. And if you have an X, maybe you don't need to get a next-gen Xbox straight away, because you're going to be good for a while. Even though I say that, I will probably get one day one, because I like technology. But next-gen Xbox is on its way. Will it be 2019 or 2020? I'm leaning towards 2020. Now, with this information, all this information coming out at E3, today's video was meant to be about a certain game. That's getting moved to tomorrow. But today, we're just talking a little bit about next-gen Xbox. And I'm going to be covering E3 for the next week and a half, because there's a lot of games shown and I want to talk about a lot. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description down below. And it's been a good E3 and we've still got days of information yet. So yeah, hope everyone has a good one. I'm out.